Christianity hinges on a single extraordinary claim: that a man named Jesus of Nazareth, who lived and died 2,000 years ago, was the Son of God, raised from the dead. This claim, bold and world-altering, forms the bedrock of Christian belief. It is why Christians view Jesus not just as a historical figure, but as the living embodiment of God's love and the ultimate example of how to live. Understanding Jesus is crucial to understanding Christianity itself. His life, teachings, death, and resurrection are not mere stories from the past. They hold profound and enduring meaning for billions around the globe. This essay seeks to explore the question, who is Jesus? We will delve into his historical context, his radical teachings, and the miraculous events that marked his life, death, and resurrection. We will examine why, centuries later, his message continues to resonate with such power and relevance. Ultimately, this exploration invites you to consider the significance of Jesus for yourself today. Jesus lived in first-century Palestine, a land under Roman rule, rife with social and political tensions. Born in Bethlehem, he grew up in Nazareth, a small village in Galilee. While the Gospels provide the most detailed accounts of his life, even Roman historians like Tacitus and Josephus mention him, confirming his historical existence. Jesus was a carpenter by trade, the son of a craftsman. Yet his life took an extraordinary turn when he began his public ministry around the age of 30. What set Jesus apart was not his social standing, but his teachings and actions. He spoke with an authority that captivated crowds, his message a compelling blend of love, forgiveness, and radical inclusion. He challenged the religious and political authorities of his day, calling for a deeper understanding of God and a more just and compassionate society. His life, though seemingly ordinary at first glance, held the promise of something far greater, something that would forever change the course of human history. At the heart of Jesus' teachings was a radical message of love for God and love for neighbor. This message was revolutionary in its simplicity and profound in its implications, challenging the very fabric of societal norms and expectations. He summarized the entirety of the Jewish law in two simple commandments: love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This was a call to a deep personal relationship with the divine, one that transcended mere ritual and tradition. And love your neighbor as yourself. This commandment was a call to empathy, urging people to see the humanity in others and to act with kindness and understanding. This love was not merely a sentiment, but a call to action, demanding justice for the oppressed, mercy for the sinner, and compassion for the outcast. It was a love that sought to transform society, to create a world where everyone was valued and cared for. Jesus exemplified this love in his interactions with everyone he met, from the powerful to the marginalized. He broke down barriers, reaching across social divides to touch the lives of those who were often ignored or despised. He reached out to the sick and the suffering, offering healing and hope. His actions were a testament to the power of love to bring about real, tangible change in the lives of individuals. He dined with tax collectors and sinners, challenging societal norms and demonstrating that God's love extended even to those considered unworthy. His table was a place of inclusion, where everyone was welcome. His teachings transcended cultural and religious boundaries, offering a timeless blueprint for living a life marked by love, grace, and compassion. They were not confined to a particular time or place, but spoke to the universal human experience. His words and actions continue to inspire acts of kindness, service, and social justice around the world. They remind us that love is a powerful force for good, capable of transforming hearts and communities alike. Throughout his ministry, Jesus performed numerous miracles, extraordinary acts that defied the laws of nature. He healed the sick, cast out demons, calmed storms, and even raised the dead. These acts were not just random displays of power, they were deliberate and meaningful actions that showcased his divine authority and compassion. Each miracle had a purpose, a deeper meaning that went beyond the immediate relief it provided. For instance, when Jesus raised the dead, it wasn't just about bringing someone back to life. It was a profound statement about his power over life and death. These miracles were not mere displays of power. They were tangible expressions of God's compassion and love, signs pointing towards a reality beyond the material world. They were acts of kindness that revealed the heart of God to humanity. Each miracle served as a beacon, illuminating the divine nature of Jesus and his mission on earth. They were signs pointing towards a reality beyond the material world, a reality filled with hope, love, and divine intervention. They served as powerful evidence of Jesus' divine identity and his authority over the forces of nature and the spiritual realm. His ability to command nature and cast out demons demonstrated his unparalleled power and divine mission. The Gospels record these miraculous events in detail, providing a historical account that has been passed down through generations. These texts emphasize the significance of each miracle and the impact they had on those who witnessed them, emphasizing the awe and wonder they elicited from those who witnessed them. The reactions of the people, their amazement and reverence, further underscored the extraordinary nature of these events. The feeding of the 5,000, for example, demonstrated Jesus' power to provide abundantly for the needs of the people. This miracle was a testament to his ability to care for and sustain his followers. The raising of Lazarus, his close friend, served as a powerful foreshadowing of Jesus' own resurrection. It was a moment that highlighted the promise of new life and the hope of eternal life that he offered to all who believed in him. This miracle was not just about bringing Lazarus back to life. It was a profound demonstration of Jesus' power over death and his deep compassion for those who mourned, and the hope of eternal life that he offered to all who believed in him. His resurrection was the ultimate miracle, a victory over death that offered hope and salvation to humanity. These miracles, woven throughout the fabric of Jesus' ministry, solidified his message and pointed towards a reality beyond the grasp of human understanding. They were not isolated events, but integral parts of his mission to reveal God's love and power, and pointed towards a reality beyond the grasp of human understanding. They were glimpses into the divine, moments that transcended the ordinary and invited people to believe in something greater. Jesus' life and ministry culminated in a week of intense drama in Jerusalem, leading to his crucifixion by the Roman authorities. This week, often referred to as the Passion Week, was filled with significant events that would forever change the course of history. Accused of blasphemy and sedition, Jesus was betrayed by one of his own disciples, Judas Iscariot, arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane, unjustly tried and sentenced to death. His trial before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, was marked by false accusations and political maneuvering. He endured unimaginable suffering, including beatings, mockery, and finally, a gruesome death on a Roman cross. The journey to Golgotha, where he was crucified, was a path of immense pain and humiliation as he carried the weight of the cross and the sins of the world. His death, a symbol of shame and defeat in the ancient world, became the pivotal point upon which Christian faith hinges. The cross, once a tool of execution, was transformed into a symbol of hope, redemption, and love. For Christians, the cross is not the end of the story, but the beginning. It signifies the ultimate sacrifice and the profound love of God for humanity. 3 days after his burial, Jesus rose from the dead, appearing to his disciples and many others. This miraculous event, known as the resurrection, confirmed his divine nature and his victory over death. The resurrection is the cornerstone of Christian belief, the ultimate victory over sin, death, and despair. It is celebrated every year during Easter, a time of joy and renewal for believers around the world. It is the proof of Jesus' divine identity, the fulfillment of his promises, and the guarantee of eternal life for all who believe. His resurrection assures believers of their own future resurrection and eternal life with God. The resurrection transformed the lives of his followers, empowering them to proclaim the good news of Jesus' victory with boldness and conviction, spreading the message of hope and salvation throughout the Roman Empire and beyond. This message of love and redemption continues to inspire millions today, transcending time and culture. 2,000 years after Jesus walked the dusty roads of Galilee, his message continues to resonate with profound relevance. In a world often characterized by division, greed, and injustice, his teachings on love, forgiveness, and compassion offer a radical alternative. His call to love our enemies, to care for the poor and marginalized, and to seek justice for all remains as challenging and relevant today as it was in first-century Palestine. The resurrection of Jesus offers a message of hope that transcends the challenges and uncertainties of our time. It speaks of a love stronger than death, a hope that cannot be extinguished, and a promise of new life that extends beyond the grave. In a world grappling with fear, despair, and the search for meaning, Jesus offers a message of hope, purpose, and enduring love. His teachings and example continue to inspire individuals and communities to work for peace, justice, and reconciliation, offering a vision of a world transformed by the power of love and grace. This exploration of Jesus' life, teachings, death, and resurrection is merely an introduction to the vast and multifaceted figure who stands at the heart of the Christian faith. His story is one of love, sacrifice, and ultimate victory, a story that continues to unfold in the lives of countless individuals around the world. It is a story that invites each of us to grapple with the question, who is Jesus to me? Whether you come to this question with a lifetime of faith or with a sense of curiosity and wonder, the journey of discovering Jesus is one of personal exploration and transformation. It is a journey that leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves, our world, and the God who created us in love. As you continue to explore the life and teachings of Jesus, may you find hope, inspiration, and a love that knows no bounds.